lot of World War II veterans?
Yeah, once in a while they come back and they will talk about the story, but right now a lot of them are too old. We do have veterans of war from the locals still here, when they were like 10, 12, 11, 12, 13. As I said, boat is the main taxi around here. And right in front of us is where the old town is. A lot of Japanese come here for one very good reason, and that is come to worship the dead. Right up in the mountain, what's the old Japanese barrack, and that's where some of the commanders of the Japan military were stationed, right there. And it was used also by the Catholic priest. They came in here and started the Catholic Church, and today it's still used by the Catholic Church. So every time the Japanese come to this island, they'll come to this monument and do a little worship. It was a thriving town. Everything was working. They have a movie theaters. Used to be right the building on this side in the jungle. They have, again, a lot of good runoff drainages and all that stuff. But what we're walking on is the old remain of the infrastructure that was there in the sidewalk and the main road for the cars to go back and forth on it. You know, there's a lot of guns and everything is up there. Right now it's just
you can't get to it?
Yeah, it's because it's just the jungle is taking over. So we're working on to get access to it by cleaning up parts of the road. And right now it's just a part of maintaining, and it comes down to, again, money. We gotta have some people cleaning the road to the guns and all that stuff.
Great, huh?
Yeah. Well, the people will take that and they'll mash it.
Oh, yeah?
And cook it, and it's very good. Oh, delicious. You mix it with a little bit of a coconut oil, and you get a real breadfruit trees. There's different species of them.
Oh, yeah.
Can we eat food like that?
Yeah, here, heck
yeah. I want to eat some.
Okay.
I want to eat some local food.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll get you some.
Where can we do that?
Yeah, we'll get you some.
Really?
Can we go to a restaurant or
No, there's no local restaurant. We can get, and then you, yeah. Can you coming in? For the Japanese, worshiping their emperor is a big deal for the locals. So the Japanese would tell the locals, okay, when you go to school, the first thing you gotta do is gotta look where the direction of the sunrise is. You bow, you say your respect to our emperor, then you can get into class and go to school. So that's the kind of discipline they're getting. Wow. So part of that, they have to build all this monument to remember the days of really strong Japanese influence in the island.
We didn't knock it down when they left, huh? Wow.
And these plants were little plants during the Japanese time. All these big trees, they were just little plants for landscaping. And they let go. They weren't bombed. So today, along with the area, they always have to have some very secure, protected caves here to make sure that if there is heavy bombing, then they will remove all the people here and put them in they build it right inside the mountain. And also this is where some of the animals were stored. They used to have railings that goes in here. They push all these carts, you know, it's like a train. And this thing goes all the way in, and then there's a ladder that goes all the way up to the top, but now it's covered up. Yeah.
How far down does this go?
It goes in about maybe 50 meters in, and then you climb the steps up into the area, the section of the Admiral's house. So that's for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. I think it's a left side means you're still available. The right side means you already got it right. You already got your right man.
She's got her right man.
Yeah. So my mother is half Japanese. I am quarter Japanese. And a bit of a little German blood because my grandfather was part of the German. That's why my last name is Fritz. Yeah, Fritz is German.
I wondered about that.
And my grandfather was being educated, and I'm proud of also part of the missionaries who came in here and told the locals, hey, wait a minute. It's sin to go around with no tops. The women used to wear no tops. Cover yourself up. And then they do that Christianized influence on the locals, and it turns out to be all changed. And today, our social foundation of these islands are based on Christian. Yeah, anybody that is a Christian. Everything has to be based on Christians. We hardly have any crimes. We all know everybody. The only time that there's some kind of major crime like a felony would be somebody mistakenly, they're drunk, both of them, and they fight and hit him in the wrong place and kill him. But you know, that's where the traditional culture comes in, because the chief will come in and negotiate. Instead of you saying penalty, in the democracy system, you're saying, okay, you are a killer. boom, you're going in jail for the rest of your life. If the chief of council comes together and said, okay, let's see, the guy was mistakenly hitting the guy. Okay, we released him. But in return, one of the guy's family or member of the clan will go over to the other side to replace the debt.
Oh, wow.
And work and serve that family forever throughout his life.
Happens.
It still happens. Because I don't want to take anybody by surprise. I didn't let them know. Yeah, you can all come up here.
Maybe the opposite of what I would expect.
Yeah.
For him to feel more animosity towards the Japanese?
No, they just right now more rather, well, this is for the sake of peace. You know, if the Japanese could come back and put a monument to respect the deaths and also their old little town here that got blown out of the war, for him it's okay.
Yeah.
They were just dropping bombs after that. Yeah. Vi gjorde arrosa till en råd. Är vi goda att finga?
Narawe Fedburin.
Yeah.
Narawe Aususra Nuruko Waterba Burato Pagdagre.
Yeah, the nighttime, bombing.
Nabi Zakurapara or
Yeah. He sees more people die during the nighttime bombing than during the day. I guess because they see them.
How does he feel about taking care of this monument?
Era was city get every fit turi ko to sapari rio chor ke.
Good people. They are Wasiri.
The Japanese were okay with him. He was okay with the Japanese. For that reason, he you know, this was supposedly be in another site, but because of a land dispute, then he's willing to sponsor this. Yeah, and what we do in return is part of the package. We give him a little fee to make sure that he's maintaining everything, and this is the kind of story people come in.
What did he do for the Japanese?
Med kekaria gakrira o agangiriarmi. Med.
Jakararisi John Cook.
Oh, he's a cook.
He's a cook. Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah. So he's a good chef. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. 71. The kids are always fascinated with the tourists, man. I tell you, they're just.
So what kind of things do people like the most of from the outside world as far as things that they can't get here?
Yeah. School supplies.
That's what I was going to say. Crayons and papers.
Crayons, papers. That's what I always have. That's what the kids always want. I don't. They school supplies and candies, and I tell them no candies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So this is good. We're having a so far so good.
So far so good. You get to meet the real people that saw the war. On our way up, it's gonna get just a little bit bumpier, so you might want to stay away from the. This is where I was born and grew up.
All right.
It was the old naval hospital, the largest naval hospital also in the Pacific. This is where all the prisoners of war would come.
When you speak your language,
Yeah.
do you understand like Ponpai language too?
Panpe? No. What's don't fall down? No, I don't. Yeah.
So this is unique only to.
Yeah, this is just our own language. This is the biggest language though. It's the Carolinian language. Again, the presence of war anywhere around this island is everywhere. Yeah, defensive bunker. They have guns in it before, but it all taken down. Yeah. This is where I grew up as a little kid, and I used to run around this jungle. Boy, sure, the American taught us a lot of things. Hands off tile things. So landscape, hands off, let the jungle take over. Meto. This was the area where they cremate people. These are the burning unit here, and they put a lot of people, dead bodies right here, and then one at a time move them over in the burning process right here where the supporting concretes are. This is what used to be the outpatient part of the hospital, and now they just refurbish it and put it into a meeting room, meeting place. This is the sidewalk, and it's all covered. You know, there has a cover, and you push all the patients from one unit ward to another. That's my mom's grave.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, yeah. She passed away in Hawaii. She had cancer, yeah, at the Queens Medical Center. So I brought her body back. Old tanks from the Japanese time, still standing. Another whole tank from the Japanese time. Another whole tank from the Japanese time. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Here's another old man that remember the war. Pare krubeo. Ah. Tosabari pure butawa riravata. This is Tatsuo Suga. He was one of those that remember the war very well. And he was educated in the Japanese time. And he speaks English too, so.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for letting us come in. Thank you.
Yeah. So he speaks very good Japanese. He speaks with the Japanese.
Did you like that? Did you like having the Japanese tell you that you need to learn their language? And what?
Revisariar.
Yeah, I know.
You did? Why?
Because only 5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Right.
12 years. Not speak English.
Right.
Yeah. He was my teacher.
46 to 88.
Yeah.
I was a school teacher.
I was his student.
Was he a good student?
Yeah. That was.
You're in trouble,
Yeah.
dude. You're in
Look
trouble.
for a girl there.
Yeah. Copying the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in should teacher school. Then
Boom. Dive bomb.
What a day. What a
and I know
day.
that in the morning they say clear on the sky the first. American. Clear. Clear all the Japanese plane in the
Yeah.
sky the first.
One day, the American plane cleaned the Japanese out.
Then in the evening they attack all the ships. The first time, maybe 1 week before that, I saw the American plane came.
The surveillance plane. Yeah, I also saw it. Yeah.
Very high.
Yeah. But the chief surgeon here literally ordered his staff to rather kill them than saving them. It's costless to kill them than saving the life of prisoners of war. So they took the guy, the chief surgeon from this hospital, took him over to Guam, hung him. This is our church. I grew up in this church. Yeah. This is an old oxygen tank for the hospital.
Yeah.
And now it's hang up and they use for the church to call the people over. It's church service. They ring the bell. No.
Church bell.
That's a church bell right there. Power just came on. Oh yeah, power came on. If you come in here, the only way you can own on land is if you marry a local, or if you have a baby from a local. If you have a baby, then you are entitled, no matter what the situation is.
I haven't seen any bugs. Is this a non-bug season? Or
See these birds?
Yeah.
This is bug eaters. This is a species of birds. That's why when I go to places like when I went to Hawaii, I was like overwhelmed with mosquito parts of Hawaii. These are the biggest species of birds. Some Peace Corps came in and said, don't kill the birds. When we were kids, we used to have the slingshot. And whoever killed them is like the best guy because it's hard to kill because these guys are like moving around. Cottonwood, right there. They take this, like this, yeah. And they squeeze it up and they put it inside your billow. You know, and it's really soft.
What's all this stuff?
Yeah, be careful. That's spikes. The spikes. It's part of it. It's part of a species. Yeah. You know what we did? We put a coconut on top of it, and we forgot it, and it grew right over there. It rooted in the tree. When we were kids, we climbed up and left it there because we used to have swings. We put all the big swings and we used to swing from this side around, come in from the other side, and land. Kukuro, achakadora be rewaro pioi. Okoreto. Oh yeah. I would have said, and there's not much going on here other than, really jungle. You want to live in the jungle? And my wife and I are planning to actually come here and build a small house right here.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very